Habari gani?
Umoja.
Thank you. One more time. Habari gani?
Umoja.
Yes. Thank you all for coming and being with us today. Just you all being here is the perfect representation of Umoja, right? Some of you know me, some of you don't. My name is Portia Mystique Steele, and I'm the founder of the Emancipation Movement. Growing up, Kwanzaa was always such a big part of our family. I remember being like 6 or 7 years old, seeing my parents in their African garbs. We had the kinara, we had the unity cup. And to me, I always felt like we were the epitome of Black culture. Like if you looked up the definition of Black culture, you would see us, right? But it wasn't until that I started to get older and mature that I realized that we weren't really celebrating Kwanzaa the right way. Soon, Kwanzaa became something that we ourselves started to commercialize. We were no longer following the tradition of Kwanzaa. We stopped seeking the truth and we stopped paying attention to the symbolism of the holiday. So right around the time I turned like 26, 27, at the time I had no idea what the purpose of Kwanzaa was. Just think about that. Like I was celebrating Kwanzaa as a kid, but even as an adult, I didn't know the meaning of Kwanzaa. I didn't know why we celebrated it and what was behind the tradition. So I began studying. I've been doing research to get all back. Oh, let's welcome somebody new. Every time somebody pop in, we're gonna say Habari gani. She's connected to audio. Hold on. Okay, Habari gani. Umoja. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so I got back into studying and doing the research, trying to figure out my roots. Being in Nigeria, married to my Nigerian husband, and I'm really beginning to understand my roots and who I am and where we come from as a people. And so I needed to learn once more what Kwanzaa was and why it's celebrated. During that journey, I met so many different families. I networked with so many individuals, and I found out that I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one who wanted to celebrate Kwanzaa the right way, right? And far too many times that I come across someone who said, oh, I always wanted to celebrate Kwanzaa, but I never knew how, or I never did it. That's crazy, right? And what's even crazier, some people would just be like, what's Kwanzaa? Like they had no idea, and it blew my mind. I was so shocked. So I knew that this virtual celebration was something that had to be done, that all of us can join together and celebrate Kwanzaa the right way. Miss Nadia, welcome. Habari gani.
Haragani, thank you.
You're welcome. So in response to Habari gani, you say Umoja.
Umoja.
There you go. Thank you. So that's why we're here together. We're ready to learn from one another and add Kwanzaa to our family traditions once more if we've been doing it in the past, but not been doing it right, or if we're doing it for the first time. So over the next week, if you all continue to join us, we're gonna play games, have discussions, and properly celebrate Kwanzaa. So if you have your unity cups and your kinaras, we'll light them together. And if you don't have any of that stuff, that's okay. I got it right here for you. So we gonna light mine, and it's yours too. So by a show of hands, how many of you are celebrating Kwanzaa for the first time? And you can use the little virtual hands if your camera's on. No first timers? Okay, Grinder. Q, Mr. Kwanzaa, this is his first time. Do we have any other first timers? No? Okay. That's not bad. And so let's see, how many of you have been doing this for 5 years or less? Raise your hand if you've been celebrating. Okay, 5 years or less. We got one person. Not bad. How many of you have been doing this 10 years or less? There you go, Haley, Phyllis, y'all 10 years. Okay. What about 20 years? Anybody been doing this for more than 20 years? Haley, Sayla. Okay, look at y'all. So let's take it back for a minute though, right? Let's talk about the history of Kwanzaa. So we all know that Kwanzaa is technically a Pan-African holiday. You have all these different affiliations and things like that, but the bottom line, Pan-Africanism is the epitome of Afrocentric. Like, to be Afrocentric is to be Pan-African, right? And so it was a holiday started by Dr. Maulana Karenga in 1966. Dr. Karenga, now he's still the professor of African Studies at California State University in Long Beach, but he created it in 1966 after the devastation of the Watts riot that took place in LA in 1965. So anybody familiar with the Watts riot? Give me a show of hands. Who's familiar with the Watts riot in LA, 1965? Miss Phyllis, Miss Haley. Okay, yes. So for those who don't know, the Watts riot was what we call civil unrest that broke after two brothers were pulled over at a supposedly routine traffic stop by a white cop. Tensions were high, and so there was a tussle that happened. People on the outskirts were looking at this tussle, and they just stood there, started watching. Next thing you know, more people are joining. You got maybe 20, 30, 40, soon 50 people were watching this altercation between the two brothers and the cop. So more cops show up because they are concerned about the crowd. Now, the crowd was a peaceful crowd. They were watching. Nobody was doing anything. But when those other cops showed up, of course, it made things get a little crazy. So the people in the crowd started acting. So then there's fights with people in the crowd and the cops. So then more cops show up. And the mother of the brothers decided to walk over to where the cops and her sons were tussling and fighting and arguing. She jumped in, and of course she gets hit, she gets hurt, roused the crowd up even more. Supposedly a pregnant woman was in the crowd and she's fighting and fussing with the police, and they got even angrier. So it just kind of snowballed into disorder and chaos. And soon it wasn't just the civilians fighting the police officers, but people started to riot and loot. Next thing you know, houses are burning, cars are being damaged. Over 4,000 people were injured. 34 people died. Over 4,000 people were injured during the Watts riots. And of course, it led to riots in other areas. Now, this was in LA, but 2 days after the initial incident, there were riots in Chicago. Then there was riots in Detroit. Then there was riots in Brooklyn. So it just kind of snowballed into a national issue. So Dr. Karenga decided that we needed something to bring us back together, to remember who we are as a people and what we can achieve when we come together. And so that's what Kwanzaa was all about. Kwanzaa, the word Kwanzaa, is derived from the Swahili phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, meaning first fruits. Now, he chose that as a way for us to remember our roots and where we come from. So everything in Kwanzaa, all the symbolism, the candle holder, the mat, everything is taken from the various tribes in Africa, including the Ashanti, the Yoruba, the Zulu, the Igbo. Everything about Kwanzaa is symbolic. And as we journey through our 7 days, we'll gradually learn the importance of each symbol along with the 7 principles. Okay, so I want to hear one more time. Let's try this one more time. Unmute your mics. All right, so Habaragani.
Baragani.
No,
Umoja.
Umoja. Yes, Umoja. Thank you. Umoja.
Umoja.
It's Swahili. There you go, Umoja. It's Swahili for unity or togetherness. Now, Umoja is unity, but in every aspect. So many of us often believe that unity means being in the same place at the same time, but we can all be in one spot and still be completely divided. Unity doesn't really have to do with our physical placement, but it's more so of having the same mindset or having the same goal or being on the same wavelength. That's Umoja. That is unity. So I want us to play a little game, right? We can't deny the fact that Umoja is going to mean something different to everyone. My definition of Umoja might not be the same as yours. Your idea of unity is definitely going to be different from mine. So let's put it to the test, all right? For those of you who are willing to participate, and if you have your cameras on, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Oh, wait, we got somebody new. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. You have only 1 minute to find one single item in your home that you deem to be the perfect representation of Umoja. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about that. Think about the items in your home. Which of those items is the perfect example of Umoja? All right. So let me pull up my phone. I'm gonna put the timer on for 60 seconds.
Portia,
Yeah.
define emoji for me once again.
Unity, togetherness.
Got you. All right, cool.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see my phone? So y'all know I'm not cheating. Ignore that message. Sorry. Okay. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, wait. Let me play some like real music.
You should have been downtown. The people are rising. We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. Them bullets was flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lie. Oh my, time heals all, but you out of time now. Judge gotta watch us from the clock tower. Little tear gas cleared the whole place out. I'll be back with the hazmat for the next round. We was trying to protest and the fires broke out. Look out for the secret agents, they be planted in the crowd. Said it's civil unrest, but you sleep so sound like you don't hear the screams when we catching beat down. Staying quiet when they killing niggas, but you speak loud when we ride. Got opinions coming from a place of privilege. Sicker than the COVID, how they did them on the ground. Speaking of the COVID, cause it's still going around. Won't you tell me about the looting? What's that really all about? Cause they throw away black lives like paper towels plus unemployment rate. What, 40 million now? Killed a man in broad day. Might never see a trial. We just wanna break chains like slaves in the South. Started in the North End, but we in the downtown. Riot cops try to block, now we got a showdown. Down.
I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. And in the name of the people of the state of California,
You should have been downtown. The people are rising. We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. This is flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lies. Downtown where I got popped with the rubber bullet tray pound. Got it in my name now. I'm a shooter. Never understand why they do it. Someone cut the channel off the news before I lose it. I ain't even tripping. If you with it, then we lootin'. Let me put this Louis in the back of Suzuki.
Okay, time is up. Y'all won't believe what I did. I put it on 59 minutes, not 59 seconds. But you guys did great. All right, so we're gonna start at the top of my screen and we're gonna work our way down to see who grabbed what. So on my screen, Kahali is first, then Sayla, Kwanzaa, D, and Phyllis, and then Yara, okay? So, Kahali, you go ahead first. You show us what you got and tell us why that is your definition of unity.
Okay, so you're probably going to kill me. But I got this picture right here.
Oh.
This picture right here. And that is me, my dad, my brother, and someone right there that looks like you. That's us at Six Flags together. And that's just, I call it unity because unity means the state of being or united, I believe, or joined as a whole. And this is us joined as a whole. This is us together.
Awesome. Okay. Sayla, you're up. What you got? Am I saying your name right? Is it Sayla?
No, it's Sala.
Sala. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sala. What you got?
No worries. So, I got a pot.
Okay.
And this means unity to me because when I cook, we all come together, we eat together, we talk and just enjoy each other while we're eating out, whatever food.
Right.
So this
That's
is unity food.
okay. ID, you're next.
All right, mine, I kind of was like the first person. Okay, let me see what I can do. It's a picture of my 3 chaps who are here. You might can see them. And then they each brought something, so hopefully it's okay. So Lily,
Yeah, that's fine. What's that?
Could you tell her what it is?
It's a food. Well, we all can cook. It's like we have some food and we have like a fake knife and
Well, it's just plastic food, but I think her point is like you eat together. Okay, Thomas found an ornament. We decorated the tree together because we do both, so maybe that's something you felt. And then what do you have?
I got an ornament because it's like we all get together.
Okay.
That is amazing. All right, Q, you're up. What you got?
Let's see. All right. So I'm in my daughter's room and I was looking around like, what can I find? So I got a picture of the globe. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Picture of the globe. So I think that basically means unity to me because it doesn't matter where anyone is. We could either fly, drive, or even take a boat and still feel connected. Look at what we're doing now. I'm in America, you're in Africa, but we are connected right now.
Exactly.
Via Zoom. So I got the globe. Meaning no matter how far you are, you're still connected to whoever you want to be connected to.
Legit.
Make sense?
Yes. Kwanzaa, that's what's up. Okay, y'all had your camera on and Phyllis did too, but okay, what you got?
I have this happy Kwanzaa balloon. And I call that unity because we've been celebrating Kwanzaa. This is our 2nd year. Last year, it was like, we weren't really sure what to do, but we was like, we just gonna get a kinara and the candles and we gonna celebrate. But this year we went all out, got a bunch of decorations and stuff displayed. And basically my whole family, we was just in the living room doing the decorations and stuff. And with the hecticness of life, like it's kind of hard to have, the unity in the house. Like everybody just does their own thing, and we kind of meet up when we meet up, sadly. So that's unity to me. Everybody came together for the Kwanzaa decorations.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Phyllis, can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Yes. So I got a phone, and the reason why I was going with the theme of staying connected, I have been away from my family for my whole adult life. I left when I was 18 and I'm 38. So knowing that I can still FaceTime, send loving messages or keep them updated with how we're doing via social media, I feel like is a way to show that we're still united, despite how far apart we are.
Exactly. Okay, y'all, that was amazing. Thank you. So, oh wait, hold up. We got some people popping in and out. Okay, so like I said, us just being here is a perfect representation of Umoja. We might not know each other. Most of y'all don't know me, but here we are as a new family coming together to celebrate our holiday, and it's a beautiful thing. So every night we'll do the traditional rites of Kwanzaa. Okay. Oh, Ms. Nadia, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you, Miss Portia. I'm sorry about my camera.
But I just wanted to say that I pulled out my pink bunt can. So similar to everyone else, food kind of brings everyone together. But for me, I only pull out the pink bunt can on holidays. That's the only time I get as fancy. I do bake a lot, but that's when I get my fanciest, and that's when my entire family comes to enjoy that bunt cake. So I just wanted to share that. Indeed, your children participating, I think, is absolutely beautiful.
That's amazing. Okay, good. So yeah, we're gonna do the traditional rites of Kwanzaa every night, where we start with lighting the candles. Then we say a prayer and we have our moment of remembrance. I always call it remembrance and sip. Y'all know paint and sip, but I call it remembrance and sip because you say the name of a person that passed and then you take a sip of your drink. If you guys have been watching the previous videos, you know I mentioned that everybody should have their own unity cup. Let's not share the cups in this time during COVID. So if you are with your family, make sure you get your own cup, but that's what we're gonna do. And then bring out your kinaras if you have it, because we're getting ready to do that. So go ahead and grab your kinaras, bring it out, grab your kikombe cha umoja, bring it all out. You see mine is right here, so let's do that little swap. Go ahead, I'll give you guys a little bit of time to get so yeah, let's jump into the actual rites, right? We just got done talking about the symbolism and what Umoja means to each of us. So when celebrating Kwanzaa, we all know that lighting the candle is the biggest thing, and it's one of the first things we do. Now, I would like to just say, we need to keep in mind that Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday. There is no religious implications with this holiday at all, right? So, but for many of us who consider themselves to be spiritual, that comes out a lot in what we do and why we do what we do. Okay, so did everybody bring out their kinaras? Everybody's good to go? Can I get some thumbs up? Okay.
I'm using yours.
Actually have the kinara? Who has theirs? Okay, bring your kinaras on camera, because I'm gonna shift here.
I don't have it.
Okay, so y'all see this? Can y'all see that? I've been struggling. Yes, okay, Umoja is pronounced Umoja and not Yamoja. But I think it depends on where you are. Like in Nigeria, my husband, he's Igbo, right? So when he sees that word, he says Umoja, even though it's Swahili, he pronounces it Umoja. But my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law's wife, she's Yoruba, so she'll pronounce it Yamoja. But I think it's Umoja. When I hear people speak Swahili, I think it's pronounced Umoja. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, so let's do this. Let me just make sure y'all can see this. Yay! But your camera's off though. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. Okay. Anybody else want to show theirs? Who else
That's
has?
gorgeous.
Thank you.
That's very gorgeous. I love it.
Thank you so much. We had so much fun doing it.
Anybody else want to show their setup before we move on? No? No? Okay. That's right. Hey, so let's move on. So we start pop quiz. Who knows which candle we're supposed to light first? Raise your hand. Or give me thumbs up if you know. Yes. So Umoja, unity, we light the black candle first. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and light it. And then Yara and whoever else has their kinaras out, go ahead and light yours. It is lit. I see you clapping. Okay. So, yep. I see y'all clapping. All right. Sorry, give me 1 second. I just gotta get this. All right, so we talked about what Umoja is. We talked about what it means to us. So now that we have this candle lit, it's time for us to remember those that we have lost this past year. Okay, so this part is the remembrance section, but I also call it remembrance and sip. So if you have your unity cups, please get it out and fill it with something. Mine has water in it. So get out your unity cups, and then when you have it, give me a little raise. That works. Q, you're not getting your, where's your cup? You go to the kitchen and get a cup.
Oh, so just get any cup? Okay. Wow, I thought I had, it had to be you, Lord.
It's fine.
All right. Got me a cup.
There you go. Now fill it with something.
Who?
Fill it with something.
Oh, I got some in here.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Everybody got their cups? Yes, I see babies got their cups. Yara got her cup. Phyllis got her cup. Ms. Nadia, you have to type and let us know whether or not you got your cup. Or use your mic. Okay, we gotta wait for Sila. Okay, Ms. Nadia got her cup. Okay, so on my screen, it's Kahaley, then Sila, D, Q, Yara, Phyllis, Grinder's not here, Ms. Nadia, and then Mukaka is not. Okay, so then we'll go in that order. You say the name of a person who has passed, and then we all take a sip after that person says a name, okay? So Kahaley, we'll start with you.
It's gotta be this year.
If you haven't lost anybody this year, no, it doesn't have to be.
This would be family.
No, it's just anybody who's Black.
Oh, DMX.
There you go. Okay, everybody take a sip.
DMX.
Okay, Sila, you're next.
My grandmother, Mary Kirsty.
Oh, Mary Kirsty. Take a sip, everybody.
I say.
D?
My mom.
Oh, so mama. Q?
My best friend and closest confidant, Billy Ray Fillmore, and my aunt, Mercedes Johnson.
Billy and Miss Mercedes. Take a sip.
Yep.
Yara?
My grandmother.
Oh, take a sip. Phyllis?
Doris Lyons, my sister.
Oh, take a sip. Grinder, you want to type something? Oh, it's Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm taking a sip for my little cousin that just passed, Joseph Mosley.
Wow. Take a sip. Miss Nadia?
My father, Joseph Griffith.
Take a sip. Mukuka. I don't want to say your name wrong, but if you're there.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you say your name?
I'm Makuka.
Makuka, okay. Yes. Where you been all this
Makuka
time?
Everybody calls me Richard here because that's my English name, but I'm from Malawi. I live in England, but I come from the Congo. So my great grandfather is from Congo originally.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I adopted the name Mukuka. The first time being on this session for me, so it's quite interesting to see what's going on. I'll take a seat for my older cousin Joseph and my auntie Frances, who just passed on this year due to COVID and other complications.
All right, take a sip. Good job, everybody. So let's just hold our glass and give a moment of silence to everybody we've lost this past year and previously. All right, one final sip. Okay. So typically, when we wrap it up, we have our elders lead us in prayer. But I'm not about to ask everybody their ages. So I'm just gonna read a prayer that the pastor at my husband's school's church wrote a prayer for us to read today. But out of respect for each of our different backgrounds and beliefs, we wrote up a non-denomination prayer that still captures the spirit of Kwanzaa, but doesn't offend anybody. So if we could just all bow our heads as I read this prayer. As we all gather here today, give thanks to our Creator and the universe as a whole. This year has been a trying one, yet we are here with the ability to celebrate each other with one another. We thank you for allowing each of us to add another year onto our lives and giving us the strength to push forward into a new one. We give thanks for the joyous moments we've experienced, but also the perseverance to continue on after moments of loss and tragedy. As we celebrate this day of Umoja, we ask to be given the opportunity to continue to make a positive impact in each other's lives. We pray for the hope that we may continue to celebrate with one another and develop meaningful bonds as we connect and reconnect with our brothers and sisters. We thank you once more for the blessings we have received and the ones we are yet to. We also thank you for giving us the ability to fight through battles and for fighting through battles for us, the ones we know about and the ones we don't. So I would like to wish you all a happy, happy Kwanzaa. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope to have you back here tomorrow night, where we will go over Kujichakulia, which is the second principle, which means self-determination. So thank you, everybody. Does anybody have any closing remarks or anything you'd like to say?
Happy Kwanzaa, everyone.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Oh, y'all, touch your candles.
Happy Kwanzaa.
We have to blow out our candles. Ready? You all are gonna help me blow this out. So everybody blow.
That's a wonderful prayer. Please share with us so we can recite it.
Okay, no problem. I'll put it on Facebook. Okay, we're gonna blow on 3. 1. Oh wait. Let's wait for Yara to get to her. Kinara.
I'm here.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, blow. Yay! Yay! I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, one last thing, a bit of fun. On the last day of Kwanzaa, the Emancipation Movement is going to donate a Kinara set, like a whole Kwanzaa set, right? It gives you the Kinara, the Unity Cup, the mat, everything, right? But in order for you to win it, you have to go to Facebook. Tag the Emancipation Movement and enter this secret phrase. Y'all ready for the secret phrase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the secret phrase is Habar Ghani. The first person to type in Habar Ghani and then tag at the Emancipation Movement you'll get one entry, and whoever has, you'll get 1 point, and whoever has the most points on the last day of Kwanzaa gets the Kwanzaa set. Okay? So go to Facebook and do that, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Kwanzaa.
All right, Miss Portia. Take it easy. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.